What is your legacy? How do you want to be remembered?
Well, I was asked that question a long time ago, and I think the main thing is the reason that people in Missouri identify with me a little bit, or whatever they do, major amount or whatever, is because of my background, where I came from, how I went about it, a little humor, but at the same time, a little aggressive, probably over the top too much of the time, but remembered as somebody who gave it a good shot, and I'm very proud of what we were able to accomplish.
He's everything that's good about the state of Missouri. And what I mean by that is he can walk into the corporate board meeting for Rawston Purina with his best friend, Pat McGinnis, with all the bankers and all the money people and all the best, highest politicians, and own the room. And he could walk into Mendon and at a pork chop dinner at a high school and talk to a little sixth grade boy and a sixth grade girl and own the room. I've never seen a guy that could take care of so many different arenas, and just his presence make everyone feel a little bit better. He is humble to a fault. He does, everything with a purpose, but it's always a purpose to try to serve other people. And anybody that ever played for him knows what a special, special man he is. And I'm sure that any of us, anything we could ever do, Virginia knew that when he was battling cancer, or any time. If the phone rings and it's Coach Stewart at 3 o'clock in the morning, at 3:10, I'll be there.
Oh, I think his legacy is the way he built, the way he helped his players become men. I don't, yeah, he won games. He's got a statue. His name's on the court. I mean, I don't think that's a legacy. I think his legacy is his guys, his players. I think they're the ones that, when you think about the respect and admiration that guys have for Coach Stewart, I think that's the biggest thing to me, and one of the fascinating things for me is that there's some guys that couldn't play for Coach Stewart. Some guys can't play for me. It's all relative. But the guys that did, and the loyalty and the respect, and you talk to some of them. Some of them will be on this program. I think that's the biggest thing.
Probably the greatest college teacher in the history of this game, bro. It's not about coaching. That's where everybody loses you lose it with that. A teacher, man. A coach is a teacher. Look it up. Coach is a teacher. Greatest coach was John Wooden. He was a teacher. He was teaching cats to put on their socks the right way, their jocks the right way, how to handle themselves in front of the media, how to handle themselves in any form. And you got to remember, you had the Vietnam and all that. He had to deal with all that, bro. So you had crisis here with Coach. He was a teacher. He walked you through it. They don't have coaches like that no more. They have babysitters. And that's a fact. When you see a real coach in college today, he ain't going to last that long. Because you got people with the portal, you got people leaving early. They don't want to learn anything. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to go through life. I don't like this job, I'm going to leave. You're going to find an escape clause. Whereas coach made you accountable. And that's how I live my life, being accountable, bro. I've had some situations in my life where you thinking this dude don't know where I'm at or what I'm doing. And I remember I had an instance where he called me. And I'm like, I'll give you my number. He calls me, he says, yeah, you've never been a first half player. You've always been a second half player. What you gonna do in the second half? And basically, he was talking about what I'm gonna do the second part of my life. So here we are. These are lessons. This has been taught. You know, I didn't come to this university. I was raised by a single mother. I didn't come here looking for no father, but found one. But you found a man that took an interest in you, put a foot in your butt when you needed it, hugged and kissed you when you needed it, you know, fed you when you needed it. It's teaching, bro. It has nothing to do with coaching. Teaching.